Today's Bible quiz has 30 questions covering a range of Old and New Testament topics, including Bible characters, key verses, and the early church. There are 3 rounds: easy, intermediate, and difficult. And at the end, we'll have a question for personal reflection. Are you ready? Let's go. Here's round 1 with 10 easy questions. Question 1. Who was Abraham's nephew who lived in Sodom? Was that Laban, Lot, or Nahor? That was Lot. Question 2. What was the final plague that struck Egypt? Was that the death of the firstborn, or locusts, or boils? The answer is the death of the firstborn. Question 3. What animal spoke to Balaam? Was that a donkey, camel, or sheep? That was a donkey. Question 4. What did Samson find in a lion's carcass? Was that water, honey, or grain? He found honey. Question 5. What did Solomon ask for in a dream? Was that for long life, wealth, or wisdom? He asked for wisdom. Question 6. How many days did Jonah spend inside the fish? Was that 3 days and nights, or 7 days and nights, or 40 days and nights? The answer is 3 days and nights. Question 7. Who built an altar on Mount Carmel to challenge the prophets of Baal? Was that Samuel, Elisha, or Elijah? That was Elijah. Question 8. What was the name of John the Baptist's father? Was that Simeon, Zechariah, or Joseph? The answer is Zechariah. Question 9. Here are some words of Jesus. Can you fill in the blank? I am the what? The truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. Should that be way, light, or door? The missing word was way. Question 10. The Lord's Prayer begins with which words? Is that Lord, hear our prayer, or Father, hallowed be your name, or Our Father in heaven? The answer is Our Father in heaven. Round 2. Here are 10 slightly more challenging questions. Question 11. Who said, "Am I my brother's keeper"? Was that Abel, Cain, or Noah? These are the words of Cain. Question 12. What was Gideon doing when he was called? Was he ploughing a field, or tending sheep, or was he threshing wheat? He was threshing wheat. Question 13. How did Sisera die? Was that from a tent peg through his temple, or a sword through his heart, or an arrow through an eye? The answer is from a tent peg through his temple. And if you know who killed him, let me know in the comments section. Question 14. What did the Philistines capture from Israel that caused great fear? Was that a bronze serpent, the Ark of the Covenant, or Gideon's fleece? That was the Ark of the Covenant. Question 15. What bird fed Elijah by the Cherith Brook? Was that doves, ravens, or eagles? That was ravens. Question 16. Which prophet said, "Here I am, send me"? Was that Jeremiah, Elijah, or Isaiah? That was Isaiah. Question 17. How many baskets of leftover food were there after Jesus fed the 4,000? Was that 5, 7, or 12? The answer is 7. Question 18. Which ruler of a synagogue had his daughter raised to life by Jesus? Was that Nicodemus, Zacchaeus, or Jairus? The answer is Jairus. Question 19. How many days did Paul stay blind after his conversion? Was that 3 days, 7 days, or 40 days? The answer is 3 days, and if you know the name of the person who prayed for him so that his sight was restored, please let me know in the comments section. Question 20. Can you fill in the blank? Your word is a lamp to my feet and a what for my path? Should that be light, guide, or beacon? The answer is light. Here's round 3 with 10 difficult questions. Question 21. How many sons did Job have after his trials? Was that 3, 7, or 10? The answer is 7. Question 22. Who saw a smoking firepot and torch move between the halves of animals? Was that Abraham, Moses, or Elijah? That was Abraham. Question 23. What did Jacob name the place where he wrestled God? Was that Bethel, Shechem, or Peniel? The answer is Peniel. Question 24. What was Achan's sin? Was it that he kept plunder from Jericho, or worshipped false gods, or murdered a fellow Israelite? The answer is he kept plunder from Jericho. Question 25. Which psalm says that the Messiah would not see decay? Can that be found in Psalm 10, Psalm 16, or Psalm 18? The answer was Psalm 16. And if you know another psalm which contains a messianic prophecy, do let me know in the comments section. Question 26. Which Old Testament book contains this verse? The grass withers, the flower fades, but the word of our God stands forever. Is that from Isaiah, the book of Psalms, or Proverbs? That's from Isaiah. Question 27. What was Jezebel's father's name? Was that Omri, Ahab, or Ethbaal? His name was Ethbaal. Question 28. In the Beatitudes, who did Jesus say will be called the children of God? Is that the pure, the humble, or the peacemakers? The answer is the peacemakers. Question 29. Who, along with Paul, was set apart and accompanied Paul on his first missionary journey? Was that Timothy, Silas, or Barnabas? That was Barnabas. Question 30. Where is this verse found? There is therefore now no condemnation to those who are in Christ Jesus. Is that from John's Gospel, or Romans, or Galatians? That's from the book of Romans. While you're adding up your score, here's a verse that was just referenced. There is therefore now no condemnation to those who are in Christ Jesus. Some manuscripts add, who don't walk according to the flesh, but according to the Spirit. Here are a couple of bonus questions for you to think about. What does being in Christ Jesus mean? And how can you remind yourself of God's promise of no condemnation to those who are in Christ if you struggle with feelings of guilt or unworthiness? I'd love to hear your thoughts below. How did you get on? If you liked today's quiz, please like and share this video and subscribe to our channel. There are more Bible quizzes here. Thank you for watching, and grace and peace to you all.